I think probably my mum was the one who was the most anxious out of all of us. Even when we were pulling up to the gurdwara in the morning, I wasn't there at the time, but another member of my family was saying that she was very scared about being faced with a group of people protesting or opposing to the wedding. And I think it did instill a lot of fear in her and took a lot of the enjoyment for her out of it.
Tell me about that whole process, about eventually deciding on which gurdwara you were going to get married in. How did you go about that, and how easy or difficult was it?
We'd found out which temples, which gurdwara allowed the anand carriage for mixed couples. They supported us throughout the whole process, so they asked to see myself and my partner to see why we were doing it. They also mentioned that perhaps we should look into the ceremony, look into the basics of Sikhi, especially for my partner, and see whether or not he was comfortable with that. Not in the sense of conversion, but comfortable with what he was doing. Finally, when we decided to go ahead, they advised us about how to keep it quiet, how to sort of not... well, we didn't tell a lot of our family until very late into, well, a few weeks before the wedding, actually. We were advised not to distribute invitation cards, wedding invitation cards, because the information spreads virally and people find out about it in these groups who opposed protest because they found out through an invite. So we were kind of coached on how to deal with it.
You've had a chance for all of the sort of emotions to settle down. How you look back on all of that and what you had to do and go through?
I think that it's a choice that myself and my partner made knowingly, knowing these stories. And in hindsight, I wouldn't change that. What I don't understand, and I think that I find upsetting and a little bit challenging to comprehend, is the way in which, or the approach in which these groups go about in relaying their message. It's quite brutal, it's barbaric in some ways. I think that's unfair, and I think that that's actually makes a person like me more determined to go ahead with it, because I'm strong about my faith and my beliefs, and I don't think they should be disrupted or questioned.